Look, there is no federal solution. This gets solved at a state level. I'm looking at Governor Sununu on the board here. He talks about that a lot. And it ultimately gets down to where the rubber meets the road.
President Biden stepping on his words and tweeting about a federal plan for the coronavirus pandemic just one day after saying there was no federal solution. The president writing, "Last week I rolled out a federal plan to tackle Omicron by adding vaccination and booster capacity, hospital equipment, staff, and more. We're going to get through this by working together." Here to weigh in, former White House Coronavirus Task Force testing czar, Admiral Giroir. Admiral, great to have you this morning. So does he or does he not have a federal response? Is there or is there not a federal response to the coronavirus pandemic?
Well, it's hard to tell because it looks like it's chaotic and confusing from the outside. Look, the concept of operation is simple. It's federally supported, state-led, locally executed. We supported the states through the federal government by sending hundreds of billions of dollars, by developing vaccines through warp speed. Before I left, we had already sent 180 million free tests. Every Monday morning, the governor's got a 600-page report about what we recommended at a county-to-county level. So look, they've really got to understand the role of the federal government is to provide that support to supply complete and clear recommendations, not to have mandates or coerce people in every single state to do what the federal government wants. That's counterproductive, and you see where it's led us in this pandemic.
Yeah, and most of that federal response, I could say for the better part of 2 administrations, but actually for several decades now, has been Dr. Anthony Fauci. Fauci is now saying, by the way, after attempting to cancel every single holiday, I believe, over the last 2 years, that he's strongly advising against people getting together for New Year's Eve. Should people cancel their plans, Admiral?
I'm not canceling my plans. I think everyone needs to be reasonable and make a risk assessment for themselves and their family. Now, certainly, if you have cancer and on chemotherapy and you can't be adequately vaccinated, you need to be careful because we had over 400,000 cases of Omicron yesterday, which really means we had like 1.2 million cases. But if you're healthy, if you've been vaccinated and you're around people who you have relationships with, I wouldn't cancel it at all. I feel very comfortable. I felt very comfortable going to football games this year with 100,000 people. It all depends on your own individual risk. You have to make that assessment. Your risk reduction starts with vaccination. So please get vaccinated. Please get boosted. Wear a mask. If you're in tight indoor settings, if you're outdoors, if you're among vaccinated people, you don't need to do that. And always remember to have a plan with your healthcare provider. If you do get sick, know where you can get monoclonal antibodies and other therapy.
Yeah. Well, I won't be canceling my plans. I'll be in Nashville for New Year's and All-American New Year's here on the Fox News Channel. Admiral Giroir, great to talk to you this morning. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Kilmeade. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to click to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page. This is the only way that I know for sure that you're not going to miss any great commentary, any great news bites, any great interviews coming your way on Fox. You can get it all here on YouTube. So subscribe right now.